Maya Wiley, in the meantime, as no one need remind you, your old shop is breathing down Rudy Giuliani's neck. Is it, from now on, what we see on Law and Order, that they just try to flip his former associates at this point?
It's the way it works. That's why we saw four of his former, actually, right? There are four people now currently. Yeah. And all signs pointing to the fact that these are the rungs of the ladder, that they're taking the steps up to get to Giuliani. Now, Rudy Giuliani has a problem. There's no question from just what we have seen publicly and what he has publicly stated related to whether or not he's been engaged in crime. But remember, this is also the second personal attorney for Donald Trump, who is maybe facing criminal indictment. That's substantial because we don't have a lot of presidents whose lawyers, in doing the work that the president has directed them, have faced potential indictment. And there's even a new news story now about Firtash, who is also, right, we are trying to
We need a whiteboard for all these
We need
names.
a whiteboard for all the people who now it looks like they were working to pay and influence Rudy Giuliani in order to curry favor to get help on their criminal investigation. This is exactly the type of corruption that folks were worried about with emoluments, but it has gone very deep and central. And I think just back to your other question about what makes this different from Mueller. One, I would say Mueller actually helped prepare us for this, because one of the things that the Mueller report did was educate the public about campaign finance crimes. And at the center of what we're hearing in the Ukraine include campaign finance crimes. And so there was an education of the public that I think is relevant here. But we also should remember that there was evidence in the Mueller report directly linking Donald Trump to obstruction of justice. That kind of behavior is the same kind of behavior we are seeing now around the Ukraine, that is coming forward with the moonwalk back from telling the truth about what happened and then trying to say, wait, we don't mean we did anything illegal here. So that's really kind of shocking. And we should be shocked about what we've heard this week, because it doesn't only include career diplomats, it includes Donald Trump's own employees and appointees who talked directly to him, which is one of the things that in the Russia probe we didn't have related to Russia conspiracy. We've got that here.
Ashley Parker, put that picture of those two guys arrested at the airport back up on the screen. It was shocking the day they were picked up. Someone at SNL last weekend had the good sense of calling them the two Shreks. This is now connected to the President of the United States. Others have called these guys bagmen. Can it be put this simply, that had Trump held his friend Rudy in check, we wouldn't be having this conversation tonight?
Yeah, potentially. And that's another thing that we found in this testimony, that originally Rudy came out sort of starting in May and was pushing a number of Ukraine conspiracy theories. And it seemed like it was just Rudy Giuliani engaging in an extracurricular passion project. And what we've learned, and what Rudy himself has said publicly, is I was doing this at the behest of my client, the President of the United States of America. And you can go back even further. This basically starts with Giuliani during the Mueller probe a little bit, trying to look into Ukraine. And so all of these things are connected, and it's basically a cascade that has gotten out of control, but that was very much directed in some ways, and when it was not directed, at least tacitly greenlighted by the president himself.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.